Published 2043 EDT, the 23rd of August 2017. Updated 0226 EDT, the 24th of August 2017. These are the shocking images that show the Spanish terrorists behind last week's deadly attacks, shot by police hours later as they went to massacre innocent civilians, laughing and joking at a shop counter before they were taken down in a hail of bullets. One of the men gunned down just 4 hours afterwards by a hero cop as they attacked pedestrians with an axe and knives in the seaside resort of Cambrils can be seen turning to another as they giggle about the type of lighter they want to buy. The three men were identified by Catalan newspaper Era, which published the CCTV images from a motorway service station shop as Omar Hichami, Los Ramblas killer Yunus Abu Yaqub's brother Hussein, and Moussa Al-Kabir, who was initially wrongly identified as the one who mowed down and killed 13 people on the famous Barcelona walkway. These are the shocking images that show the Spanish terrorists behind last week's deadly attacks, laughing at a petrol station. Nothing in the chilling footage marks them out as the sadist extremists preparing a violent last stand after they were forced to switch plans to bomb some of Barcelona's most famous monuments, including the Sagrada Familia, following an accidental explosion at a property where they were preparing their explosives. One was even wearing a Real Madrid shirt. Air reported the 5 men shot dead in Cambrils were filmed at the motorway service station on 4 separate occasions in the run-up to the thwarted massacre. Police are said to be focusing on the theory they had picked the venue to reorganize and reassess their plans after the explosion at the men's bomb-making house, which killed the imam accused of brainwashing them into becoming terrorists. One of the men was gunned down just 4 hours afterwards by a hero cop as they attacked pedestrians with an axe and knives. Nothing in the chilling footage marks them out as the sadist extremists preparing a violent last stand. Thursday's van attack on the crowded Los Ramblas Boulevard in Barcelona killed 13 people and injured more than 100. Abu Yaqub, the driver of the white van that killed 15 and wounding more than 100 in Los Ramblas last week, pictured, was killed by police. It emerged on Tuesday. Radical preacher Abdelbaki Seta, 42, overturned an order to leave Spain after being told he was being kicked out of the country when he left prison in 2014 following a drugs conviction. Air reported the first CCTV footage of the men was recorded at 4 p.m. last Thursday, around an hour before Yunus Abu Yaqub drove his rented Renault Kangoo van at victims on Los Ramblas and then stabbed Spaniard Pau Perez to death before going on the run and sparking a 4-day manhunt, which ended with his killing by police on Monday. Yunus' brother Hussein was seen buying a top-up for his mobile phone at the same shop counter between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. The third visit, made public in the footage published yesterday afternoon by Eric, was timed at 8:55 p.m. last Thursday, around 4 hours before the Cambrils outrage was ended by the actions of a brave Spanish cop who shot dead all but one of the 5 terrorists in a drama in which an innocent woman died of her injuries. The paper said the men had been buying lighters. The killers went on to buy knives from a nearby shop in Cambrils before a last visit to the motorway service station around 10 p.m. last Thursday, in which another of the Cambrils terrorists was filmed buying bread and energy drinks. Meanwhile, more information about the terror cell emerged yesterday, as the 4 surviving alleged members appeared in court for the first time. Arrested Idris Al-Kabir, Left, and Mohammed Holy Kemlil are taken to the Audiencia Nacional Court in Madrid for the first hearing on Tuesday. Taken away Salah El-Karib, 34, and Mohammed Allaa, 27, were detained last week over their alleged role in the attack on Barcelona and Cambrils, which left 15 dead and 130 wounded. Bomb factory Sada died in an accidental blast at this suspected bomb-making factory hours before the attacks were launched. Mohammed Holy Kemlil, 21, Idris Al-Kabir, 28, Salah El-Karib, 34, and Mohammed Allaa, 27, were all detained last week over their alleged role in the attacks on Barcelona and Cambrils. Yesterday, Holy Kemlil told a judge that the group were planning an attack involving explosives on monuments around the city, including the Sagrada Familia church. but the attack had to be scaled back after an explosion at a suspected bomb factory on Wednesday wounded Kemal and killed Esseda, the court heard. Later on Wednesday, police revealed that overnight raids had resulted in the discovery of a suicide vest with live explosives at the bomb factory. Josep Luis Trapero, head of police in Catalonia, said 120 gas canisters and traces of TATP components, a homemade explosive that is a hallmark of the Islamic State group that claimed the attacks had been found at the house. After a full-day court hearing, Kemal and Abu Kabir were remanded in custody and charged with terror-related offenses. Mohammed Alla, who owns the car used in the Cambrils attack, was granted conditional release, with the judge saying evidence against him was weak.